Other group now, Francis, Group B, because Queensland went up to Cairns, far north Queensland, in fact, to play Sydney FC. And this was a very, very poor tackle by Andrew Packer, I have to say, on Alex Brosk. Got away with it. Well,
I think if I was Andrew Packer, I'd go home, stand in front of the mirror and take a good look at myself, because it wasn't the best of tackles. He's not that sort of a player, he's not a dirty player, but having said that, a rush of blood to the head, he could have broken someone's legs.
Yeah, well, Brosk, thankfully, was not hurt. He got up and continued, and he had a few chances in this match, as we'll see. Dwight Yorke, he was quiet again, and he came under, I guess, not so much criticism, but he's already under pressure, it seems, the million-dollar face of the A-League, to score more goals. He's already scored one from the penalty spot in the opening round of the group phase, but Petrovski has been the man leading the line for Sydney in the absence of David Zdrilic, who's still out since returning from the Confederations Cup with a lower back complaint. And of course, Petrovski has been rewarded for his form and has been selected for the Socceroos camp. But now there's a real problem, Francis, as we take a look at some of the more highlights from this match, that Zdrilic is still unavailable. Dwight Yorke is about to go away on international duty with Trinidad and Tobago, and Sasha Petrovski is going away with the Socceroos to Holland. So who's going to play up front for Sydney against Perth Glory in next week's semi-final? I have no idea.
Yes, look, they've obviously got some difficult decisions to make. I'm sure that they'll probably be, hopefully, they may be able to bring in some replacement players to fill in the gaps during this period of time. But it's a very difficult time for them. But having said that, they've had a good run so far, something like 18 games unbeaten.
It is.
I don't think Dwight Yorke is under that much pressure, personally. I think that the guy's only been in the country, what, 2 weeks or so? No, sorry, just under a month, and he didn't play for something like 6 weeks. So it takes, as we all know, it takes you a while to get your fitness, to get your touch back. And the players he's playing against have been training for months. So really, he's still a little bit behind them, and I think that they'll just use these games to try and get him as fit as possible. Well, the main thing is to start the A-League season, so these are just games to get him sharp and for him to get his fitness.
Oh yes, well, Pierre Littbarski, the senior coach, has said as much, that he needs to get his fitness up, but he does need more support from his teammates, he mentioned to the press. Let's hear now what both Littbarski and his Queensland counterpart, Miran Bleiberg, had to say after the match.
First half, we did give them too much respect, and we fall to their game. Second half, after a bit of a talk in the dressing room, I said, "Guy, believe in yourself, let's play our own brand of football." And that's what we can produce. I just hope that A, we can produce it 90 minutes, B, we can produce it week in, week out, and then we grow up as the competition goes, and then we make Queensland proud.
No, I will not say our worst, but we didn't play what we can play. In the first half, the first 20 minutes, we were very flat. Also in the second half, we had situations where we actually played tactically not perfect. But also, we had a few good goal chances on both sides. Were a little bit poor before the goal, let me say.